Welcome back to Squawk on the Street. Copper prices surging this year. U.S. demand expected to grow 40%. That's over the next decade. Of course, there are still some big questions around foreign metal imports. Pippa Stevens, she's in Utah with an inside look at one of the country's most important mines. Pippa.
Good morning, David. I'm here at Rio Tinto's Kennecott copper mine, which supplies about 20% of the U.S.'s refined copper. The scale here is enormous, 2.5 miles across, 4,250 feet deep. This is a challenging deposit to mine, including getting to the most lucrative ore. The most copper-rich ore is at the bottom of the mine, so in order to access that, they have to constantly work down, blasting through all of this waste rock. That's rock that doesn't have enough copper to make it profitable to actually extract that ore. And so what you see here is this massive shovel loading up one of these specialized trawl trucks, which then takes that waste rock back to the top of the mine. Each of these trucks is about 2,400 square feet and weighs more than 1 million pounds when fully loaded. If the ore is copper-rich, it ultimately goes to the smelter and a refinery. As part of a vertically integrated operation, Kennecott is home to one of just 2 domestic smelters. Overall, the U.S. now imports about half of our refined copper supply, and foreign parties, notably China, are increasingly controlling these supply chains. That's an issue because copper is the backbone of electrification and key to so many products: iPhones, data centers, cell phones, solar panels, you name it. The White House has called it a matter of national security, but the reality on the ground here is that it is really hard to get one of these new mines up and running. Guys?
Pippa, aren't we expecting a review soon from the administration on these tariffs for copper? What would that mean for domestic producers like the one you're in?
Yeah, that's right. So right now, the 232 investigation is ongoing. Rio Tinto does not take a full stance on it, given that they are an international company. But what it really speaks to is this push to try to have more domestic production come online. And it's really great to have that support at the highest level. But what the mining industry really needs is more clarity on the permitting front. A mine like this, a new mine, can have to have more than 90 permits. They can get stuck in litigation that is ongoing for decades. The average timetable to bring a mine online in the U.S. is 29 years. That is the second slowest in the world, behind only Zambia. And so while all of this action from the administration is supported for domestic prices, we have seen COMEX prices outstripping LME prices because of that pull forward in demand in anticipation of that possible 232 investigation and ruling. What we really need is more clarity on the permitting front in order to get some of these projects up and running.
Yeah, domestic mine, I guess, owned by foreign company. Rio, thank you, Pippa. Great look inside what it looks like to be in a mine. Pippa Stevens.